Hi everyone, I'm doing a little bit of a different vlog today, and yes, you can hear my bird in the background every time I talk. Now look, quackers. Anyways, I'm doing a little bit of a different vlog today. I'm going to show you what I have just finished. I'm going to go over to my mom's and let you meet her and see her artwork. I hope you'll stick with me. It's going to be fun. I'll see you in just a minute. Pay no attention to the laundry I have been doing since we got back from vacation. This is my kitchen table, my dining room table. And I've got it packed up, piled up so I can put the ones that go into the camper, into the campers. Okay, this is the long, I believe it's 100 by 40. And if I'm wrong, I'll put it on the screen. This is something I got a couple years ago. One of the first ones that I bought from Frosty. I paid probably a good penny for this, probably about 50 bucks. Before I realized I could get some that if I was really careful, I could make sure that I got the big ones for less in AliExpress and things like that. But yes, and now you're getting a little bit of a shine here from the glare from the dining room windows. But that is a fish under the water that this little dog, little puppy, you can see little Frodo right there. Frodo, are you trying to get in the picture? Yes. Anyways. So yes, I have finished it finally, and I will try to find a canvas for this to go on. It's probably going to be about a $59 canvas from what I looked at Michael's. I will try Hobby Lobby, some other Dick Blick, or some other wholesale to try to get it, but it is so large it's hard to get it in one go on the I have to get back and show you my whole table right there. So we are about to go over to my mom's house and see her artwork. I did want you to see this massive big picture, and I wish that glare wasn't there. Sorry. There's a worm in his mouth. That's the fishing line. And it goes up through here, all the way up to this area. And you can see he's knocked over the worms, as labs do. Their tails are always wagging. Always wagging. If you ever watch them in a dog show, you see the breed, the Labrador judging. Every one of them in there is all wagging their tails. It should be pretty cool in there because of the fanning going on. And it had 30 colors. So I am so happy with this. It is long. I love it. It has like a whole different dimension because you can see under the water, you can see the edge of the water, you see on top of the water, above the water, in the sky. It's just, I love it. I tried to go back and find this at Frosty again. I have not found it. They do not have it. I don't know why. Maybe the artist told them not to sell it anymore, but you never know. I may be able to find it on AliExpress, but I don't know. There's also matching ones with others like yellow labs and golden retrievers and things like that. But this particular one is going to be very hard to find. So in the comments, I'm going to have people ask where to get it. It's going to be hard for me to explain that. So hopefully they'll understand. Maybe help me look for it. If you find this picture somewhere else offered, let me know, because this is really great. I'll be glad to post it. And in the description, even if it's after a year after this, if you can find this picture, please let me know. All right, let's go over to my mom's house. Hello everyone. I just wanted to show you some of our pretty flowers that's in my pots in my rock garden. I thought you'd like to see that. Some of them are a little bit lanky. We haven't, husband still has not planted his fig tree that I bought him in spring. This come back. This is not supposed to come back, but this actually came back, and I didn't have the heart to cut it off. So we just went ahead and left it. And I have my little hinging chicks with some weeds in it. I gotta get the weeds out. And the kids have put a rock in there. I wonder if that was Isaac. Now look at here. Here's the second one. And here is the other little rock gardens. There's a little fairy garden in here, and you can't see it. It's grown up like kudzu over it. And this, the heat has gotten a hold of it. I need to trim it back. It's the same thing as that right there. And that is our sand toys that we just got back, and seashells that we just got back from the beach. So here's some succulents. Aren't they pretty? That I have hanging. And yeah, this is the same thing as that over there, and it's not doing too well. I need to feed it and trim it back a little and see if it'll have a second life. And then there's my mandevilla. And there is another one of those. And this is Creeping Jenny. This is Creeping Jenny that goes over the side. It will actually cover. It's a ground cover. But you can use it in your pots. And you can cut it back. If you don't want it to come out like that, you can cut it back. In fact, my husband wants this up. He doesn't want it to get in his rock garden. But anyways, we're on our way to Mom's house. Rough. Okay, here's Elizabeth. Lady Elizabeth. Lady Lizzie. She is 10 years old. Look at you, how pretty you are. With your pretty blue eyes. Hello, baby. And here is my mom's house. Look how pretty her garden is. And look at her little pretty fountains. How cute is this? And their hummingbird feeder. And the evidence of Isaac has been here. They are with their mother right now. My grandbabies. And here's Mama's pretty garden. Indigo, I think, is this. I think that's indigo. I'm not sure. It might be a snowball bush. But that's yellow jasmine back there. It hasn't... and see, it hasn't bloomed yet. This is the Creeping Jenny and what it will do inside your garden if you want it to cover the ground. It's really nice. And this is sedum. These will turn pink and in a pretty brownish red. These are the sweet things that my mom has. And there's Nathan. He got chased around yesterday. Has that woman chased you around today? Huh? We'll get the ins and outs of that in a minute. And you can see more of her pretty garden. And on down. It's really pretty. And she's got a pretty garden over here. That's where my brother lives. This is where my mom lives. And this is where I live. And that's where my daughter lives. So let's go in. This is my mom, MUMSY, or AKA MUMSY, that you've heard me say, hey, MUMSY, I know you know this or that and the other, or what she would, you know, think of something I've said. Her name is Trina Smith. Say hey.
Hey. Hello, everyone.
Tell them where you were born.
In the mountains of North Carolina, western North Carolina.
And what does that mean?
That means the Appalachian Mountains.
The high mountains.
Yeah. The Mount Mitchell is the tallest on the eastern seaboard.
You grew up outside mostly. It wasn't like how kids grow up now, was it?
No, not at all. We were out after we did chores. We were out from morning till dark playing in the woods. And
what are some of the things you did?
well, we built playhouses, and we built little ranches in the dirt. We climbed apple trees and cherry trees and ate the fruit, made wooden wheel wagons and rode down the mountain with those, and we cut down that cherry tree.
Oh, did y'all lie about it?
Well,
or did they know?
My dad worked away from home, and he came home on Friday and discovered the tree cut down, and he was very mad. And my mom had to have her sister come down to help can all of the cherries.
Oh, so you wouldn't lose any of the fruit.
Yeah.
Was that the only cherry tree you had?
I think we had that was the best one, the black heart, and I think we had a red heart too. But that was our favorite one, and the reason we cut it down is because we couldn't climb it. My brother Ronnie could, and my sister Lane says that I could climb it, but I don't remember being able to climb that one. But he wouldn't throw us down cherries. He'd sit up there and eat them, and
oh no.
Yeah, and so we decided we would cut it down, and it took a week.
Yeah,
and we cut it down.
And so it took you a week.
We took.
I just realized that.
Yeah, we took turns chopping and brought it down in a week.
I'm just gonna laugh at that for a while. I'll be laughing at that. I'll think of that occasionally tonight, and I'll just be. Bruce will be like, "Why are you laughing?" Oh, you just.
Well, we admitted that we cut it down. We didn't. We wasn't.
Well, so you knew.
We were like George Washington.
Yes, y'all knew. Y'all knew about that probably because they taught the heritage and the patriot stuff in the schools. They were proud of it and wanted people to know about George Washington and that cherry tree. It's one of the earliest things of history that I remember in elementary school being taught about the cherry tree. I guess, all little kids understand whenever they do something wrong, whether they lie about it or whether they tell the truth. So that was a good lesson for us. Tell us about your mom. Tell us what you remember, the sweet things. You told me something about how she cleaned.
Yes. With 8 children, she kept the house just spotless, and she was always working. We didn't, back then we didn't have a lot of candy and stuff like that, so Mama would make these big cookies and coat them with chocolate, and she would take us on picnics in the woods, and she would tell us the names of the trees and the flowers and all.
She would take you on trips to gather berries, right?
Yes, we would go up the mountain and pick the wild blueberries, huckleberries.
And not one time did y'all worry about a bear. And the black bear is significant in the Smoky Mountains and in the Appalachian Mountains, all the way down through, even up the upstate of Greenville and down a little lower. Even down here, one's been spotted, but they were really profuse up there. And at one time, y'all had mountain lions and bobcats. I mean, they still have bobcats.
Yes,
and they're big up there.
We heard one that we thought was a regular cat, and so we were going to it, and we got close to it, and we saw that it was a bobcat, but it didn't get us, and it could have.
Yeah,
because we were close enough.
It's very strange that y'all were able to go up to it, because they're very careful and they listen. And they know when someone's coming, and they are hard to ever get a glimpse of. Mm-hmm. It's very rare.
And my dad went bear hunting with his friends, but I never saw a bear where we lived.
And did you have running water inside your home?
No, we had a spring, and we carried our water. My mom wash clothes in a wash tub with a washboard, and we would have to wring them out. My sister and I, other sisters, I've got 3 sisters and 4 brothers. She would turn it one way and I would turn it the other, and we would wring it out that way. And then my mom got a washing machine with the wringer.
The ringers, yeah, the old round type with the ringers. I'll post a picture here.
And my sister Elaine, who was always getting hurt, she was kind of delicate and fragile. And she got her hand caught in it, and it rolled up to her arm up here.
Oh my goodness!
She was screaming.
They didn't have safety shutoffs back then.
No, it didn't. But you could release it.
Yeah.
And so my mom went and grabbed it as fast as she could, but it went up her arm.
Yeah, if she wasn't able to release it, it would have pulled her all the way in there and just kept going.
Yeah, it would have kept going.
Yeah, so that's why we don't have those anymore. Thank God.
Yeah, that's true.
And y'all grew up with a wooden stove in your home, right? And y'all had the tubs of water was how y'all took baths because you didn't have running water.
Right.
And the wooden stove would it ever get so hot that it looked cherry-like?
Oh, yes. Yes, it would be flaming red.
And what would happen, had you seen any of your siblings touch it or fall onto it?
Yeah. And I think I did too, some.
Yeah.
A few times too.
Yeah, so you learn the hard way, so to speak, not to mess with those things. But even as children, you're playing, you forget. And I remember when we had kerosene heaters, I was playing with my brother, and I went, you know how you feel something behind you, and I actually was falling backwards, and I put my hand down, and it was the kerosene heater. It was right on top of one of those square ones that you can, you know how hot they get on top. So yeah, I remember that vividly. It wasn't quite child safe, but it didn't bother y'all. Y'all made it through. One thing your mama, I always remembered you talking about how she took you to pick the berries. And then and she swept the grass, didn't she?
Yes, around the house, our porches, our steps, and we would have to do it too. And she would sweep it.
What type of grass? Was it a different type of mountain grass that was real hardy, that wouldn't trample down and make mud?
It was dirt in those places.
Oh, so she swept the dirt. That's how clean. She was a hypochondriac with that cleaning, wasn't she?
Oh, she was.
Another thing that was so dear that touched my heart was how you told me about what she did with the chicken when she fed the children. What do you remember, your mama?
You don't want me to cry.
No,
about that.
But she deserves to be known for being kind to her children.
I don't know that I can.
Well, I will say it, and you can correct me, so that will be a little easier. You told me while we was at Cracker Barrel and we were over lunch, and you were eating their wonderful chicken sandwich, which is the best in the world, and you was remembering about your mom had made, what kind of chicken was it? Just a whole chicken? Mm-hmm. She had roasted it in the oven or something? She
cut it up and fried it, and she would kill the chickens herself.
Yeah.
And pluck the feathers and cut them up and fry them.
Yeah. So. Okay. So, and when she served it, she served the best pieces to the children, and she ate what little was left off the back. So she was very selfless. And wonderful lady that read the Bible, and they prayed, her and her husband, my papaw, they were my nanny and my papaw, and they read the Bible and prayed together every night before they went to bed. So you have a lot. With all that said, maybe we can do if you can remember some stories that you've done as children. We can do this occasionally if everyone loves it, to know more about your life growing up in the mountains, to remember your mom and dad, and that way it's there. We can go back and remember it. It's not going to be forgotten. So you know that the family has a lot of artistic talent. So what does your brothers and you all do?
Well, all 3 of my sisters and I can paint. I love to do portraits above all other things. My sister, Elaine, the one that got her arm caught in the washing machine, she paints as well, but she does flower gardens and flowers.
And the more like the beauty of those Appalachian Mountains, because she still lives up there. What does your other...
I have 4 brothers. 2 of them carve like I paint.
And which one is this you're talking about?
This is Ronnie. He's next to the youngest.
Oh, it's a little setter, I think. He's done such a good job. That's just one of his little ones.
And he carves people. He carved our neighbor and asked me who it was, and I knew right away who it was.
Yeah, he's even done Indians.
A totem pole, and he sold that to tourists from Florida.
So he's very talented on carving.
Yes.
And that's probably where I get the sculpture. It's in our blood. We are actually related to
James Abbott McNeil Whistler.
That's right.
Famous artist.
That is the North American most famous artist, actually, an impressionist. I do believe. Was he an impressionist? He did realism.
Yeah, he did realism, but he did. It's a lot like my paintings.
So
and pastels.
Yeah, and any other?
Tommy, the brother next to me, that's younger than me, works in leather, and he burns, I guess is what it would be called, in the leather, animals and people, guns and stuff like that.
That's awesome. I need to go. We need to take a trip and just go up and see every one of them's artwork. And we could actually film the whole adventure. And that would be so fun. Everybody would get to see everybody's artwork. Elaine's, Ronnie,
and
Tommy, and who else?
Dub, he's the youngest. His name's Arthur, but we always called him Dub. He worked for Henry Don Furniture. He designed furniture, and he could build the furniture and repair it. Yeah. And I think he does some of the, like Tommy does, the leather now. I think that's what my sister told me.
He probably just hadn't had as much time by having to repair furniture all these years that he hadn't had as much time to actually get into his own stuff like, some of the others have.
Right. Now, my brother Cheryl, the oldest boy, I don't know if he's ever tried drawing or anything like that, but...
he sings, doesn't he?
He sings and plays the guitar.
So there's that talent.
Yeah, okay. And Lois, the oldest of the family, paints as well, and she painted flowers, and her artwork is like folk art.
Folk art, yeah. Yeah.
Then Betty, who is younger than, she's the second oldest in the family. She can draw people like I do, but she never did anything with it.
She just didn't have the want to.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you what my mom does in her artwork. You've seen my artwork. It's just a little bit of what I've done. I wished I had more of the stuff that I've done, but I've given away so much over time that I don't have a lot of it to show.
I have some of yours.
Oh, you do? Sure. Oh, I did. I forgot about that.
Yes, you do.
She made this right here behind her. She also does a lot of crafts, and I know that some of my friends, my subscribers here on YouTube, wanted me to do a crafting part to show how to make the marshmallow garland for Christmas. They want me to do that. So if you have craft ideas that you have figured out, you can show us how to do it. That's one of my sister-in-law's arrangement. Let's see if you can see it better, because the black in front of it.
I'll show this in my little kitchen signs.
Okay, and that's in our front door. Oh, look, she made this. Isn't that cute? I love it. She painted that herself. And there's all the family members on her table and how she has decorated her table. One basket she puts her magazines in that's made from the twigs of the trees in the Appalachian Mountains. And you can see her china cabinet. She loves the blue willow. And
Liberty blue.
Liberty blue. I'm sorry. I'm just totally messing everything up. I need you to follow me around everywhere.
This is birch, I think.
Birchwood, yes.
Yeah.
And then that curly thing, is that a curly willow?
That's a grapevine.
That's
That's what we would swing on, and I have a really good tale about one of my brothers.
Okay, go ahead.
A couple of tales. Well, in this instance, Ronnie, he was the adventurer, and he always had to be number one at everything, first at everything. So we found a grapevine that we could swing on.
Yeah.
And he was the first, and he swung on it, and it broke, and we thought he was killed. Down in those trees and bushes, it tore him up.
It tore him up. The briars and stuff. Yeah, and see, you can see here, above here is her, she decorates so pretty. It's
well, thank you.
I don't know what to call it. It looks modern, but it looks country, but it looks like the old Victorian. You know what I mean? It's a mixture of all of it. And here is her table. Now I'm going to get back so you can see it.
Cottage, farmhouse, or something like that.
I don't think it's farmhouse. I wouldn't think it. I don't know.
Cottage, maybe.
But these are old bottles, hundreds of years old bottles that my grandpa on my dad's side had collected. And so Mom loves to use them in her arrangements. And
I painted that.
This is one of her paintings. You may have been admiring it before I even got to it. But that's one of her paintings, and you can see how big it is compared to the table. It's a nice size. And it is oil. See, she's really good. That right there would make a great diamond painting, everybody. I would love to see it in diamond painting. Wouldn't you? Would you like that as a diamond painting? Let me know in the comments, because I might be able to get that done and be available to y'all if y'all would like to have that one. If we have enough interest in it. And here's another one of her wonderful china cabinets. Did this come from your mama's?
Yes, my brother Dub, that's Henry Don.
Henry Don.
And he put that together.
Yeah, and you can see the blue willow. This is blue willow right here.
Yes, that is.
That's the original blue willow. And the little chocolate. Can I open it?
Yes. That's yours. Remember, I gave you that.
I know. I just want to show it to everybody. This is a little, tell me about what this is. I don't want to.
It's a chocolate pot and the little cups and saucers.
So this is not a coffee pot or a teapot. It is for hot chocolate, right?
Mm-hmm. Now, my mother made the doll on the top.
Oh. Do y'all remember these dolls? She crocheted. Oh my gosh. I have a blue one. Is it blue or purple?
I think it was purple.
Okay. See, I'm just losing my mind. And you can see all these beautiful little things in here that my mom has. Beautiful teacups. I think you like to collect teacups.
And teapots.
And teapots.
Although I don't have a big collection.
I know I have seen some diamond paintings that would be right up your alley. And see, there's some Kentucky Derby merch. The mint julep glasses, we just bought them because we celebrated the Kentucky Derby all the time. But I love this because these are like little tulips. They're like little tulips the way they're made. And so delicate. I'm afraid that if I took them over my house, they would get destroyed. Like everything else that gets destroyed in my house. And you can see how she's took the plates that she has. Everybody remembers these, Mom.
I know.
And they are the best plates. They've lasted forever.
I know. They say don't eat off of these now. They have something in them that's...
Oh, isn't that nice? We ate off of them every night of our lives growing up. And she painted this. This was a different color, wasn't it?
Yes.
And so it looks better white. It's a antique white. And you can see where she has her... And you can see where she's actually put these up and made this herself. And then her wonderful dishes. And these are the Liberties?
Liberty blue.
Okay, and let's see what the picture looks like.
I think they were made in the 50s, so they're not old. But I don't know, 50 and 20, 50, 60, 70 years old, I guess.
See the men on there at a church.
This is...
I wonder if that's George Washington.
I think it is.
Yeah. See if I can get up here to where I can see it a little
There's
better.
one of him crossing the Delaware.
Oh, that's great. Let's see that.
The large platter in there, and then this is the smaller platter.
Okay, this is a smaller version of what you have. I don't want to get in the glare of it and see if it... Yeah, oh yeah. There's the Delaware. And then you have a gravy boat. It ain't Southern unless you have the gravy.
That's
and
right.
then there you've got, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to go ahead and grab it. That is...
Paul Revere, I think.
Paul, well, if it will... I have the worst time for this thing. Actually, why is it not focusing? It's not focusing on that. Let me see if I can get it to focus like this. If you can see in here. I know there's a glare on it, everybody. But you can see Paul Revere.
If I do this?
Yeah. And she's going to show you the Betsy Ross. Is that it right there on that one too?
Yeah, I think that is. I think
Oh, Betsy Ross is the flag one.
The flag one.
There we go.
This one, let's see what it says on the bottom. It doesn't say.
But that one is, let me see. That looks like somebody going
Yeah.
to fight.
Let's fight.
I've got a glare on it. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see if I can get it without a glare. There we go. That's inside a home, and you can see that they're going to fight, probably saying their goodbyes for the Revolutionary War.
These were made in England.
Okay. And these are things that go with it? Or is that a different?
No, that's the blue willow down there.
Okay. The blue willow, which is made in China. And yours is authentic? Most all of it is authentic?
This is. It's,
look, Paul Revere on the little shakers. I'm talking about the blue willow.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. I don't have a whole set of that, but I have almost a whole set of this.
Look.
I just need some more of the bowls, I think it is.
Look at there. It's a ship.
That's Locks of Scotland. That's a different one from these.
Oh, so that's not Liberty Blue. That's a Locks.
It's made by the same company about the same time. It's just Locks of Scotland.
So we're going to go over here and see her sweet little birds. I was admiring this morning earlier. She's taken this little bird cage, put a teacup in it, and these little birds. Isn't that the sweetest thing? You see that teacup? And what was this from?
Anna's wedding. That was my bridesmaid, maid of honor.
Yeah, she was picked. My daughter picked her Nene to be in her wedding as their bridesmaid, a matron of honor. I can't talk today. And here's another one of her artwork. Let's get these glare out. If you can see it any. Let's see, it's the windows and stuff. But you can see there's a ship out in the middle of it. It's an old building.
Called, Pass Portal.
Pass Portal. And that is what
It's an old burned out building, and it's like the past is looking to the future.
What about the media?
Oh, that's pastel.
Pastel on sandpaper?
Yes, I think
Okay. And then you have your beautiful Southwest bowls here. And arrangements. Isn't that really pretty?
so. And this is a Henry Don piece.
This gigantic, giganimous, whatever you want to say.
Secretary.
It's a secretary. And it's got chicken wire on it. Isn't that pretty?
And this is Lara's work.
This is one of my carvings. And it's a Arabian mare. Desert mare. And that's what I did in polymer clay. And gave it to my mom. See, I never keep anything.
It's beautiful. Well, did they know that we had our artwork put on cups and
This been a, what?
ornaments?
15, that's probably almost 20 years old.
Mm-hmm. This is Lara's. This won $1,000 in one of the art competition shows.
The actual original painting.
The original
And
one.
we had it put on, there was a company that could put it on ceramics and stuff. I don't know if it'll zoom in on it a little bit. I've got a glare, but yeah. She made a door. Yeah.
A barn door.
Let's go in the kitchen and then we'll show the artwork. Whee! See, my mom is like her mother. Spotless.
No.
Oh, yes.
I've been away today, so I'm afraid it's a mess.
You see these little dishes that she's made? She's got lamps everywhere. When we moved them, there was so many lamps. My husband's like, I don't want to see a lamp again in all my life.
I love my lamps.
And she made the,
Those,
what do you call that, valance?
yeah, balance.
Oh, look at the leaves. That's so pretty. And that is the orchid that I gave you, how many years ago?
Well, and I repotted it, so now it's getting ready to bloom. This come out here, and it grew another leaf.
Awesome. So it's happy.
Yeah, it's happy.
And that
Show
come
the
from
sun.
your mama's house, right?
Yeah.
In her kitchen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm going to show you another teapot. See, she loves the teapots. And another little teapot right there. And there's the big Liberty plaque.
That's the signing of the Declaration of Independence.
Now, see, there you go. That's more important than the blue willow to us in America.
Right, it is.
Right there. That's the signing of us becoming a nation. And here's some beautiful. Where did you get these?
Those were a gift.
Oh,
This, I think I bought that. I can't remember.
but it's
I've had
so
it long.
pretty. It's so pretty. She is so talented in everything. All of her wonderful arrangements. And see, she's made her pantry.
And I've got to get up there and make it level.
She's OCD. We know how that is, everybody. And here are seashells and painted orbs that's carved. And then some antlers.
Well, that goes on the coffee table. I had it pressing this down.
Oh, but it's still pretty. Here, beside this. And you have an infinity for boxes. What is it about boxes?
I love boxes.
It's hard to throw away boxes.
Yeah.
In Nini's kitchen, I don't want it to fall backwards like it did before. Nini's kitchen. I love it. And then this was your mama's.
The
Right.
10 Commandments.
The 10 Commandments. Right there. That hung in her mama's house. And this was a gift from a friend named John Gale. He sent us an actual page out of the original, one of the original King James 1611 Bibles. and she's framed it and put it up here for people to see. And he also sent us a facsimile of the King James 1611, and it has everything that the original had in it. It's wonderful. So
this was my dad's Bible.
Oh.
And this is open at the scripture describing the catching away, the rapture, and this is the left behind letter.
For those that will come in after the Lord raptures us out of here.
Right.
So whoever, if you believe it or not, that's what we have set up for anybody that maybe that will help when times are bad. So anyways, look at this, what she made. Look, this goes outside, and her sign of welcome stands on it. And she's got the little precious hens and chicks that her sister sent her from North Carolina. Isn't that great? And see, that's how that looks right there. Welcome to our home. And you can see this will go outside. She was spraying something, a sealer or something on.
Yeah, I'm sealing it.
Yeah, you were sealing this, and you didn't want it to get on that. This is my dad when he was little. Isn't he a cute little boy? Well, remember, Mom, art rooms are supposed to be dirty.
True. You can't keep them clean.
If they're not, you're not using them.
Lara painted that one of my horse, Rowdy.
That's Rowdy.
And this is the McNeil Castle on the Isle of Barra off of Scotland. 5.5 hours ferry ride. Well, it's a big ship to get to Barra, and that's the McNeil Castle.
Isn't that awesome? That's our family, McNeil Castle. And are you making something here?
Scarlett made this.
Oh, little Scarlett. Everybody knows who little Scarlett is.
Yeah. And she painted this. Look what a good job she did for the hair. She even has little sprigs of hair that she drew in there because it was bald.
She's going to be an artist. I do believe so.
She says she wants to be an artist like me.
And look at the ribbons Mom's won. And that's not all of them, is it? Is that all of them?
That's all the ribbons, but the plaques are not.
Oh, the plaques. There you go. I remember you telling me that the others were somewhere else.
Yeah.
And all our wonderful books, the painting books. And all of
my
her references. And Anna's artwork where she was over here doing her, we was doing homeschooling.
Yeah. And that's her doodles.
All her doodles.
And the formula for a rectangular prism? Yeah. A triangle.
Well, she's going to learn if she can.
Oh, that's all of them. That's the pyramid, the cylinder, the cone, and this, how do you say that? I can't say it.
Sphere.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Sphere, like fear. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a tongue twister.
What you said.
Here's Mom's pastels and her magnifying glass. You know what? You're already set up for diamond painting. I use that, and it has a light in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, you're already set up for diamond painting. Mm-hmm. But you have to get a catcher in. I mean, you're going to have to be done with painting to do a diamond painting.
Yeah.
Oh, look at our family.
Oh, yeah.
This was done in Gallenberg. Oh, wait. Put it down. Yeah. Okay. That makes it easier to see. The glare. That's when we all went up there and went in Havers on a chalet. And everybody got together and we got an old-timey photograph. Isn't that awesome? I love it. Okay. Now, she's getting out her portfolio.
Yeah, I want to show this.
You may want to lay it down here.
Yeah, this one in particular.
Yes.
This is my favorite.
There,
One
it's
of my
better.
favorites.
There, we don't get much of a glare at all. So tell them about this. This is a print of
Yeah.
her original.
Yeah, in our first show, it was the first time I showed this one, and County Bank came in and saw it, the guy from the bank, and they purchased it.
The bank purchased it. That's
Mm-hmm.
awesome. And you can say who it is if you want. It is
No.
somebody's famous grandson. That's
Yeah,
all we
I
can
guess so.
say. He's very famous in the Wild West, Native American, warrior. Am I getting... I don't know. Leave comments below if you think you know who it is. But anyway, the grandson of. Okay, now, you want to go to the next one?
Oh, I don't know if I want to show all of them.
Why? You should
well,
not be ashamed of your
It'll
artwork.
be boring.
No, boring. People binge watch my channel. I don't know why, but they do. And I love them for it. They're so sweet. Okay, this is called Nupa, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's Lakota for...
I forgot. It's been so long.
Oh, we forgot.
I
I'll have to
forgot.
look it up. And
It's right there, but I can't see it. I think it is.
Oh my goodness, it's so little. I don't have my glasses.
Let me.
I can't see it.
I have a
You have a magnifying glass right here. Oh, there she
Um,
goes. Watch this big
Sioux for 2.
two. Nupa means two
Yeah.
in Lakota. Oh, and this is some of her flowers.
This one, Piedmont Technical College bought this and 6 others.
Okay.
And this one, I have this one.
Did you
I
enter
entered
that
it in the Festival of Flowers, but
in Greenwood, South Carolina?
that one didn't win. This one's sold. I don't have it.
That's one of your earliest watercolors, right? Or pastel.
It's watercolor.
So, isn't it funny?
No, it's colored pencil, I think.
Or both. Did you? Maybe you did both.
It's a combination because this is watercolor. up
Mixed
here.
media.
Yeah.
Okay, watercolor and colored pencils.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's some of the. Oh, these are so nice. I love them.
This one won 3rd place in Anderson and was in the Anderson magazine.
Anderson, South Carolina.
About Anderson. And
What's
this
the
one's
name
called Ruby May.
Ruby May.
And this one, I don't remember what the name of that one is. I still have that one. And I have this one too. And you have that one, don't you?
Yeah.
No, you don't. You don't.
No, I
that.
have the other one.
Okay.
And so this is
Wind Woman, but it has a Sioux name, and I can't remember it. And this is the sower. I still have him.
So you'll be able
That's
to
not plain.
you'll be able to see the original in just a few minutes.
Well, it's all in here.
Oh, it's
so I
all in
can't
her
get-
big picture. Okay.
Yeah.
And there is.
I have this one. It's on the bedroom wall.
This is why I didn't want her to do horses, because she makes mine look awful.
Oh no, I do not.
She's so much better than me.
And this one, I think I called it. I'm thinking.
Isn't that awesome? Love it.
And that was your pond. This one was this.
This was the little
sold.
pond I had out in front of my house before I got my new house, and we had to take it up, and I've never put it back, which I want to do. I loved having a little fish pond. That was so relaxing, and it had the dome type bubbler,
Yeah.
and that was my little fish pond, and it was in a half barrel.
And that the art teacher at Hillcrest High School bought that one.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I forgot.
And that's on the wall. That's
This one
my
is
son
on
James.
the wall here, if you can see it without any glare. That's my brother.
And that's Matthew when he was little.
Well, I'm having, let me
too much glare. You want me to turn this off?
Well, it's... Let's see.
Is the light? How's that?
Well, you can't really see it.
Window.
Turn the light back on, and then we'll do the windows. Okay.
Close these.
See, it's the angle. If I can get at an angle, you can see it. You may not see it straight on, but you can...
Did that help?
Yeah. We just have we just have the lights in it, but that's okay. We can see it from here. So yeah, you can see how rich these are. And then we've got, is there any more in this? Before I go to that,
Oh, okay.
I want to go
Would it help to turn this on?
here. I'll switch with
Or would that put a glare?
It's okay right now. So as we look, there's another ballerina. See, these could be diamond paintings. All of these. I ought to have all these put in diamond paintings. If y'all like these pictures and you think that they should be diamond paintings, something that you would like. Now this is a
Portrait of my step-granddaughter.
Isn't it awesome? Her husband just passed away a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it's so sad.
That's Jennifer.
And there is... Oh,
Sorry.
yeah. Okay. It was fine until the angle
And she's looking out the window, and this is the reflection of the
of what she's
ocean.
seeing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what she's seeing. And that's me with my horse, Sunny. I love that horse. Best horse in the world.
Yeah, I loved her too.
Oh, look. And now tell us about these.
These are, this one's called the bracelet. And you can tell she's just starving to death. But yet she has these beautiful colors on and this beautiful bracelet.
It's probably the most expensive thing she owns.
Mm-hmm.
It's so precious
Ethiopia.
to her. It's Ethiopian.
Mm-hmm. And a little child.
A little child.
It's got a piece of bread.
It's got a little piece of bread holding it to its head. Cheek. Oh my goodness.
And this one won the Purchase Award, and the lady who donated the Purchase Award money has this.
Oh.
And this is James, my son. And whenever I painted this, he has the original. Then my clients, because I was a hairdresser, they saw it and they wanted their husbands, sons, or whatever painted the same way. So I didn't want to paint the whole thing again, over and over and over. So I had prints made and blocked out his face, and I would put their face, their sons or whatever, in.
Did you know that that's how they did in the old days? That's why everybody looked the same in those old-timey, fancy-dancy royalty paintings. Where they had their families painted and little kids painted. They would choose from some of the children or the stance and everything, and they'd have their faces put on there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That is exactly how they did that. That's why a lot of them look the same.
Huh, I did not know that. And this was called reflection.
Yeah.
Reflection. And that one sold.
Oh, I remember this one.
Mm-hmm. I still have that one.
With the little baby looking out. See if I can get a good picture of that. See, people would want that for a diamond painting, Mom. You could have your own diamond painting store. Look at all this. Okay.
This reminds me of Emily of New Moon.
Oh, yeah. And why do you like Emily of New Moon?
L.M. Montgomery, the author of Anne of Green Gables, wrote those two.
Yeah, and it was about?
A little girl, a little orphan girl, and went to live with some of her relatives who, at first, they did not want her. And it's just real good.
And see, everybody knows her for the Anne of Green Gables books, but a lot of people haven't read the Emily of New Moon.
They haven't.
Now, that's not the one. I'm confusing it with the Appalachian one that you like.
Oh.
Here, go ahead, turn this.
No, that was at Prince Edward Island, like Anne of Green Gables was.
Now look at this. Doesn't that look like it's real? You could literally feel those rocks. And that's Monument Valley, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That one's called Sunbaked.
And then here's your
Magnolia.
Magnolia you have done. These are prints of our artwork. And then here we have, what do they call that Spanish?
The Villa.
The Villa.
I did those way, way earlier, this one in particular.
Oh, look. And she's jumping for joy.
This is Negative Rhythm.
And she's actually...
Frame within frame within frame.
And this is all charcoal.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be able to sit and do the details. I mean, I'm just too impatient.
And this is Window Without a View, because it's a brick wall. That one sold.
Yep. And that was actually the window in the art museum.
Art Council building.
In Greenwood, South Carolina. This one won for... No, this one wasn't the one that won for the domestic, but it did place.
Yeah, this was...
You won and then placed with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And this was a series of The Way They Were. This is my sister-in-law's mom and dad when they were young.
And that's charcoal or pastel?
This, actually, the original is pastel, but it's called Conte.
Okay. Conte?
No, it's called, it's these colors over here. These colors. Sepia.
Sepia, yes.
Okay. It's like an old photograph.
Yes.
And
a lot of people want her to do commissions of their family members and the old-timey photos that they find. They're afraid that they'll lose them or they'll finally go so far away that you won't be able to see them. And so they want her to do
these. And our camera wasn't a good one back then, and it's blurred.
Yeah.
Such a shame.
Because it wasn't a major megapixel like these are.
Yeah, and
so the pictures that we have taken of it to make prints is not as exact as the actual painting itself.
And this is my brother-in-law's mom and dad, married to my sister Betty.
It's awesome.
And this is one of my clients' great-grandparents in England.
And it's so neat. I could probably fix it with some of my, because that camera was so.
And I have the original for this one.
Yeah.
It's big.
And then you have your little birds.
Little birds. Whenever I started painting, I did birds and flowers. And then one day I drew a picture of a horse and an Indian girl beside it. And whenever I was painting it, and I was doing her face, I thought to myself, this feeling came over me, I love this, painting a human face.
Right.
And then after that, that's what you
found that you wanted to do.
Yeah, that's all of them.
Okay, so that's all you want to.
We
saw that one.
Yeah, that's all of them. That was for the show.
Now that one's on my wall at the house. Yeah, this was our brochures that they did.
Yeah.
And this was the brochure.
And I have this. It's another ballerina. And it's a big one.
Oh, this one. Oh, this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
So that's all of those.
She's working on one right here. I could probably show it because he doesn't see the videos. I know some of the
may not like what I've done so far.
Okay, now this is how she has done. She's sketched him out. She has sketched him
I
out.
work from top to bottom.
Lightly sketched. And she works from top to bottom.
And I put layer upon layer of pastels.
Yeah, and this is sandpaper.
No, this one is...
This one isn't?
No, this one's not the sanded. It's pastel paper.
So it's not going to have as much tooth, so it's going to be a little bit harder to work with, right? Or is it easier for faces?
I think it's easier to blend on this than the sandpaper.
Okay. And this is my husband and his 82nd Airborne stuff.
See, I should have made it bigger, done just from here up.
It's fine. I think it's going to be great. He's going to love it because he loves that picture and he never wanted to lose that picture. So
that's Anna when she was a little girl.
My daughter.
In Granddad's hat and an old umbrella that she found in his building. And she was walking across the yard like that, and I turned around and saw her, and I thought, oh, I have got to paint this, and so I ran and got the camera and took her picture.
Isn't that awesome? That right there is what people like in diamond painting. This is the kind of diamond painting that I would buy because it's different from the run-of-the-mill, same old pictures you see all the time. And a lot of my viewers have said that they liked watching my channel because they liked seeing what I chose and it was stuff they liked. That it wasn't the same old.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she sketched out something else.
Yeah, this is going to be a cowboy if I ever get around to finishing it. This is my grandsons when they were little, and I haven't finished this one.
That's Seth and Shannon, and it's not complete.
It's my one and only attempt at acrylics. I did not like that medium.
It's hard to blend it. It's more like oil. Well, oil blends better, but acrylics dry quicker and it makes it harder.
That's the thing. But now I've learned through watching videos and reading my art books how that you can overcome that by pre-wetting your canvas and your brush. Keep it wet, and you can even spray as you go with a mist of water. So
that's awesome.
So one day I'll finish that, and this is Lara's. Isn't that beautiful?
One of my acrylics.
You did that in 97.
1997.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. And see, I give it away. Didn't I?
No, I think you...
I gave it to Dad.
You did? Well, I don't know. I thought we were just keeping it for you.
Well, if I give you anything...
But I'm not sure. And show them, let's see. Show them.
I'm trying to keep it steady, y'all. If it's all over the place, I'm sorry.
That's Seth and Shannon. The ones with the little truck.
These are them grown up a little bit in a sort of like a...
old-timey clothes playing baseball.
Like Norman Rockwell.
Yeah.
But see, this is the kind of stuff that would make beautiful, large diamond paintings, because you would not, if you did this in a 30 by 30 or a 30 by 40, you would not get that face. You would have to have this at least an 80 for the length, or maybe even more than that. And then this be 40 and this be 90 by 40, maybe something like that.
And that was so fun to do that, the grass. Let me tell you how I did it. It's watercolor to get the base, the yellow or the wheat color. And then you take a something that won't damage the canvas, but will make little indentions.
So you cut it.
Yeah, you indent it. Then this is the colored pencils over that, and it makes the blades of grass. The lighter
Isn't that
ones.
awesome? See, you're giving away your tips. And look at this wonderful way she Now, she does work out.
Yeah.
But and there is some of her brushes. And some of Anna's artwork, my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And look at this. This is just amazing.
Yeah,
So,
kids' toys, grandkids. And this is my mother's aunt. My great aunt painted that of me. I was 14 in that. 13 or 14.
so my mom was 13 or 14 in that picture.
I was in the 9th grade.
That's so neat.
That's where I got my love to paint people from. Is her.
And see, your aunt had the talent that would come down in the McNeil family. And
Well, actually, she was a silver.
Look, she's storing. See, they like to see how people store and organize things.
Oh, but I'm not so organized.
Oh, Mom, of anybody with an art room, this is organized. Now look, this is a bunch of train parts.
Yeah, that's the grandchildren. This is another one of my aunt. Her name was Ruth.
That did this one up
she
here.
lived in Florida, and this was the tree in her yard. But you can see the difference in this and that. This is her calling.
She was a portrait artist.
Mm-hmm.
She could do these things here, but her major talent is the talent for doing people. And she did several of did she do all the kids?
She did all 8 and one of my mother, but my dad, Mom didn't have a close-up picture of him, and so his didn't get painted.
Oh.
I hate that.
That's sad.
Yeah.
And a lot of these are those mine?
I can't remember if you took yours home or not.
I think I did.
See. I think so.
Now, my mom likes to go to places where she can... Whoops, that's her phone.
Don't pay any attention to that.
Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain. Anyways, let's see here. Oh, yes. This is...
These little ones.
This little dude right here. I'm sorry, I didn't allow it to... But this little dude right here, that's in one of these paintings. And this is him grown up.
He played... In college, he played baseball.
He won scholarship.
He won a scholarship.
And he helped his team to win the high school championship in baseball.
Yeah, and
here are the photos that she has used for references. Let's see if it will. There it goes. Now I can get it a little bit better. But you can see the reference that she used.
And I could not see his face clearly enough in this, so when he was here at Christmas, I studied him.
You was looking at him.
Yes.
He probably thought you was crazy.
He probably did.
What you looking at me for? What have I done?
But I was able to finish his face by doing that.
So
and I have one of...
let me see if I can get it to focus. Come on, little camera. There we go. We got a good focus right there, Mom. Look at that.
Good.
And MUMSY. There he is. And then here is his brother. The one that is right here. This is his brother. And you'll have to tell us about what he is doing in this picture.
They build a house and they are writing the scripture above their doors.
They're taking their Bible, King James Version, and while it's still in the
building stage,
there's no sheetrock, and it's just the framing. And on the wood posts, they had their favorite
above the doors.
Scripture above each door in the house.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know how many that they did, but there's the
picture that someone took. Let me see if I can get
He's saying what, but I didn't paint him saying what in the painting.
It's wanting to track him, but no, don't move it. I had it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I had it. It was if it sees a face. So that right there is her reference picture. Someone caught him off guard and he said, "What?" But you didn't put it there. You put his mouth closed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's not. It's wanting to focus. There we go. Oh my goodness. Look at this blue eyes. This camera's picking it up really nice.
Good. He has the McKinney blue eyes.
And wait.
Oh, you're not through?
No. Let's see here. And see, the Lord directs it for that to be done. And you know, I didn't even remember that scripture. And I mean, I've probably read it and it's kind of in my head, but I never even thought about the idea of putting it on your, I mean, I do have it on above my door that this home, will worship the Lord.
Right. I mean, you could go back now and put it above your doors, on some of the doors.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
Yeah.
On wooden plaques.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, this one.
Oh, yeah. Everybody remembers this picture.
Mm-hmm.
But this is my mom's version.
Mm-hmm. It's not exactly like the original.
No, you should.
I changed some of it.
It's in your style.
Mm-hmm.
I'm letting you see. I'm letting it get right in there, and then I'm going up really slow, so you can see the detail here. It's really pretty, Mom.
I need to sell some of these and get rid of them.
No, don't get rid of them.
Well,
I hate to see them go. They're so pretty.
yeah.
What do you guys think? Should she sell these? I don't think she should sell them. She needs to just make them into diamond paintings. That's all. So everybody can enjoy them. Oh, everybody's going to want this one. Okay, let's see. Get it in there. And she's got the little papoose thing on her back where the baby would be. And her satchel. Look at this leather. And this is this her wedding dress? Or just a regular, just her normal?
I'm not sure. It could be your wedding dress. I don't know.
Oh, man. This is going to be a lot of people's favorite.
I have seen the wedding dresses that have the shells.
Oh, yes.
All across the top.
I know it don't make sense for me to ask that question. She's got a papoose thing on her back, and I'm asking if she's got a wedding.
One could be on the way.
Well, they wouldn't allow that.
Oh, this is her wedding dress. Well, she could be prepared, to set up housekeeping.
Yep. That she may have made that, and is going and taking her stuff and moving, and see that was for her future baby. Mm-hmm. I mean, who knows? She could have already made this stuff, like you said, sort of like a hope chest thing. That how people have a hope chest, little girls, and as they get older, they put things in it. They used to make blankets, things like that, to put in a hope chest, and all kinds of things that they would need when they got married.
Right.
So, yeah, that could be what that is.
This is yours.
Oh, she's found one of mine.
Yes, that you haven't taken home.
Oh my gosh, I love that one.
Yeah.
I forgot all about it.
Yeah. You need to take it home and enjoy it.
Look at those pretty colors.
Beautiful. You were just magnificent with your horses.
I'm okay. I'm not the greatest, but...
Oh, yes, you are.
And I love the fact I wanted it to look like paint.
Mm-hmm. And it does.
And so what I did is all the shadows I used for the paint colors. And that little foal, I just love its little face. Love little, and their eyes. You got to get their eyes right, or they just don't work. But they said that it's the hardest thing to do is paint a horse. Or draw a horse. It's one of the hardest things to draw. I don't think so. You don't think so? But they say it because they're so big and their legs have to be just right or it doesn't look right.
Yeah, that's true. But it's like people say, oh, here's that ballerina. People say that people are so hard to do, and they're not.
I guess because you have that, that's the thing that just you love, that just clicked with you.
Okay, I'm not going to get this one all the way out because it's heavy.
It's got the real glass in it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough. I can get it from there. No, you don't want to pinch nerve. But that is watercolor.
Uh-huh.
Look at Mom's watercolor. Beautiful lady.
I think this one won a prize too.
Was that a ballerina?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think we saw it in your prints.
Yeah.
Things over here. So yeah.
That one was heavy.
She has some wonderful things for everybody to see. Is there anything else that you can show us? Oh, we did. Yeah, I did. We did do this one. I'm sorry. I'm going back and forth.
There's some in my bedroom.
Okay. Let's go in her bedroom. And yes, my mother makes her bed every day. And I've been doing that. Get up. I've been doing that.
Good.
Aren't you so happy for me?
I painted that one.
I think my mom and my nanny would probably come back from the grave if she knew I didn't make my bed every day. Now, there are some days that I forget because I just hop up and I have to, I go do what I got to do. And that is a sailboat. And what is that? Is that watercolor? No, that's pastel.
Uh-huh. I called it, what is it? Rhapsody in Blue.
So this is...
I can't remember the name of that one. I think that was like Rhapsody in Purple or something. I can't remember.
Look at the pillows.
Yeah, I made...
You can see your mama in your decor.
I made the floral ones, this one in the front, and the striped one.
How many of you have watched them old movies, the British movies, and they've had these fairy chairs in those movies? And I think one of them is Downton Abbey. I think they have one like that in Downton Abbey.
Mm-hmm. That's Henry Don.
And
I did this.
Did the
blue? I painted this. It was just a brown and it was ugly, and I added these. And I painted it navy blue. Mm-hmm. Went over it with Elmer's glue, and then over it with white paint to get it crackle.
And didn't y'all just find this, or somebody just give it to you?
No, this was my sister's.
Okay.
She gave it to my mom, and then when Mom died, she gave it to me.
How nice is this? Great, very creative. And anything else? I'm going to go over here and show. This is pictures of her mama right here. And wait, let me get it. Focus. Okay, that's my papa and my nanny.
She was a McNeil and he was a McKinney.
And this is my mom holding
Seth,
the one that
was... The first grandchild, yeah.
Yeah, and he was the one...
grandchild.
He was the one that was writing the... Scripture. This is my dad's mom and dad, Flink and Grace. I call them grandmama and granddaddy. And this is...
This is my great-great-grandmother. And this is my oldest sister, next to her sister.
Let me get it in here.
My brother. And this is me. And this is my cousin.
Isn't that just precious? These old pictures. They're so precious because you didn't have your picture made as much back then. That's her mama again.
Yeah, and did you get this one? My
Yes.
great-great-grandmother?
Yes, and that's
This
the one.
was Cordelia. Remember Anne of Green Gables, like that name?
Yeah, Cordelia.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel like you look more like her.
Yeah, people say I look more like her.
Now this one I'm going to have to turn towards the light.
Yeah, that's my dad and my 2 younger brothers.
On that major, let me get
It's
it.
a
Come on.
rock in our front yard.
I'm hoping it's focused, and it looks like it's focused, but that big rock, we all sat on that big rock. I wonder if it's still there, or did they have it removed?
I don't see how they could have it removed. It was so big.
It was probably a point of the mountain.
Yeah, it went down deep, in the ground.
Yeah, so that is her family. And this chest of drawers has seen how many people in life? How old is that?
Yeah, that's really old. I don't know.
You don't remember where you got it?
Jim's dad,
Oh, Flink,
your grandfather.
the one right there. They were great antique pickers, weren't they?
Mm.
Now look at this bathroom.
Oh no! Don't look at this bathroom.
Listen at this. They're gonna be laughing at you. Oh no! It's horrible and it's nasty. It's all unkempt and there's clothes on the floor and it hasn't been cleaned in years. Yeah, it's almost ridiculous, Mom.
Look at that.
Okay,
That's an oil painting.
That's one
magnolias.
of her oil paintings, a magnolia. Oh, I love it.
And behind me is that they already saw a print
Okay.
of this one.
This
That's
is the original? Oh.
I love the bee in it. It was fun to paint.
Okay, let's see if I can get the little bee. It's still kind of not focused. See how it does? You can't tell if it's focused or not. But I'm trying to get in there to that little bee. Isn't that cute? She has such fun pictures. And it's not all the same thing all the time that you get really, 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 really bored with. And some seashells. And candles. And the great big bathtub that the grandbabies want to swim in.
Oh, they play in it. They slide down.
There's a flume. That's so funny. Little tour of my mom's house. I'm telling you, she worked for Biltmore, but they would fire her because she would dust the books so much that they wouldn't have a surface anymore.
Well, I saw them dusting the books, and I did not approve of it because the dust was just going up in the air.
Yeah, we were on a tour of Biltmore, and Mom saw them how they were cleaning the library and the books, and it bothered her.
This you did. Remember for
See,
a birthday.
my watercolor is not as good as your watercolor.
Oh, it is. It's beautiful.
Mine is very, very basic.
Look at the butterfly. How beautiful.
Well, it's not in the class of yours.
Oh, yes, it is.
See, here's her other bathroom units. Is there a painting in here? If I can get the...
No.
No, but I like to look
Yes,
at...
there is that one, but that little old thing doesn't count.
Oh, my goodness. There's people out there that can't draw a stick figure. You know, they're always saying that. And then we've got... That's not...
No, that's
That's
not mine.
not Mama's, but Mumsy's. But it's her decor for her nice, pretty bathrooms.
Then this is yours.
This is one I gave my dad of mine. And see,
Look at the detail in that.
Oh, it's not as good.
Wonderful.
Not as good as
Trees.
yours.
Oh, yes, it is. It's better.
No.
And I
You're
love
just
the way
being
you paint
nice.
snow.
You're just being nice.
No, I'm not.
You're being Mumsy. And look at this. How pretty. And who gave you that?
I bought this one.
Where was it?
In Burnsville, North Carolina.
Awesome. You have little pieces of little memories from everywhere, don't you?
I painted that.
And there's that pretty... Is that the one you're going to give me?
Oh, yeah, this. I think of it every time I make the bed, but then to bring it to you, and then I forget.
And then you made... Let me see if I can get away from the glare. You painted this one as well.
Is that better?
No.
Okay.
There you go, youngins. We was in the dark there for a second. No, nobody hit you over the head. It seemed like it, though.
And I made this little chandelier.
See if this will...
This had the ugliest thing that come out, all gold, and so... Jimmy, there's cobwebs. Sorry about that.
No,
I'm not
Mom
so clean.
has a cobweb.
I'm not so clean. And
there's no cobs in Mom's house.
there was the cob. Anyway, we took that off and I painted it and I added the beads. And
See how simple?
I redid this.
Hat boxes and
cheese boxes, actually.
Oh, those are those big round cheese boxes.
Yeah, my sister Lois gave me those. And this I added these and painted it.
Over how many years you have just collected wonderful things that now decorate the house like a magazine cover, a Southern Home.
Yeah.
But there's the original to that horse painting. This scared me because I was like, my mom is better than me.
Oh, no.
Look at that. It even looks like my husband. I wanted to buy this one. She wouldn't let me.
This won first place in an art show. And the judges, they always write a little paragraph of why they chose the art piece. And they said that I captured movement in this. With the mud coming up and he's throwing that.
Yeah.
That one's called Let It Go. That's another name for the lasso.
Ah, yeah.
For the rope.
Wonderful. And a wonderful little chair. It's like you're at Biltmore, youngins. And see, there's the little baldrian. I think I'm not saying it right, but it's the little Scottish or Irish drum. Irish drum.
Oh, they have it in Scotland too, because in the Emily of New Moon they were playing one.
Yeah.
Like that.
So, and you did the top to this.
Yes,
you
faux marble.
To make it look like marble. So, you love to decorate, and you want everything to be nice and clean like your mom. Oh, let's go in here.
Yeah, that's Granddad's room.
Look, he will be mad if I don't show off his deer that he has the Lord has blessed him with. Let's just say that. Okay. And look at this decoration. Did Dad decorate this?
Yeah, that's all. He did all of that.
His is like the old timey. When you go to those old timey towns.
Mm-hmm.
The way they decorate and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And that box is the great-grandkids' toys. And they'll dump all of those toys out and play in the box. And these, you need to show your artwork up here.
Okay. This is
your sculptures.
My sculptures that I have done. I'm trying to do it to where the horse's head, neck doesn't look crazy.
That's White Herb, the cowboy there.
And then an Indian shooting a bow. Look at his legs. It looks so weird on camera.
Oh, does it?
Yes.
Oh, it does. Oh. Well, they don't look like that in person.
Yeah. He's kind of squatting down.
Yeah.
To
He's getting an arrow out of his quiver to shoot.
See, I have to show you his legs, everybody, because it's not bad. It just looks weird on camera. It does. And then you can see him reaching back. And you can see the detail on his face. Try to get in there. And the detail on the horse. The saddle. Things. And this is White Earp. I had never seen a picture of White Earp. This is going to be awful. They're going to be like, this is horrible.
No.
No, I mean the way it's moving around.
Oh.
The camera. I'd never seen a picture of him. And you bake these, this is polymer clay, and I put it on wire and aluminum foil. And then I put the clay on, and I had his hat on his head, but it wouldn't fit in my oven. So I had to take the hat off, redo his head, and put it in his hand. And he's got his pistol. It's not, it's not focusing.
And then you saw a picture of him, or Granddad showed you a picture of him, and the likeness is very close.
I couldn't believe how close I got it to him. And see, I just worked out of imagining how they had those coats. I didn't know much about him. And see, he's got that 3-layer, what is that, the 3-piece suit?
I think so.
And then the horse behind him. You can see right there. So, okay, and Dad's little collections, these are what, Civil War bullets he's found and stuff. Mm-hmm. Little collections, and this is his artifacts, his Indian stuff that he's found just by pilfering around.
Mm-hmm. This one is how they started their fires. See the little hole in it?
Oh, that is really awesome. Mm-hmm. And there's more in there. I just can't, because it's dark, you can't see it. But he's got a certificate of ordination and a certificate license of ministry. He's proud of those. I hope I'm not going too fast, but look at these little, look at that. Pretty. There's one big one that he loves. Big old buck. There we go. So it's got the Lord's Prayer and these wonderful bowls, pots, or whatever. There's some more of his old bottles. Dad's known for his old bottles. Mm-hmm. And he was quite the baseball player, being scouted by the Brooklyn Dodgers at the time when they were up in Brooklyn.
Yes.
And his daddy wouldn't let him go because he couldn't read and he didn't want to sign the contract.
His dad couldn't read, not Jimmy.
Yeah, his dad.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted him to stay and work on the land. So he never got to go play. So, and that was when he was 18. And this is this was the team, the names of everyone on this team. I didn't know he had one of these, the Buffalo Bill Cody.
I think Anthony gave him that.
That's really nice.
Diane sent it in, I think.
And is that his glove that he used?
Yes.
Awesome. When he was 18. And then he's got this old picture. It's sort of famous.
It is. It's one of the generals leaving to go fight in the Revolutionary War, I believe.
Yep. This is the horns of one he got around our house. And this one, his little dog, went, his Labrador got that when they went deer hunting, and it wasn't all the way dead whenever he went out to retrieve it, and it would dive and dive and dive, and he had the hardest time retrieving that little duck right there. But it's a very rare green-winged teal. Then he loves his praying general picture of Stonewall Jackson. His coin collection. And here are his books that are available on Amazon. I'll put the link below. If y'all would like to have one, please email me and I can have one sent to you if you promise to put an Amazon review up and pictures of, or Amazon review of these books of his. I'll be glad to send you one. Have one sent to you. But you have to let me know.
They're really good.
And there's some more of his old
insulators.
Yep. And this is this old desk. Insulators for the electric wires. A lot of people love those. And his wonderful arrowhead collection. This is him as a police officer. Right here. It's him right there. It's my dad.
And I think that's him there.
Okay.
It's worth about $2.99, something like that. Around $300.
Isn't that beautiful?
And he's got another one that I like even better than this one. And this little artist is absolutely...
Oh. Let's see. That is so nice.
And this is a signed print.
How nice is this? Why hasn't he got it on the wall? He don't have it.
I've got to remat it and put a glass or plexiglass in it. Here's the artist. And I went on
John Clymer.
And
look at him. There he is.
Beautiful work.
There he is, everybody. There's the granddad. He's out there talking to a cat or a dog or something.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to put this in. We forgot to showcase this. This is something, I was with her when she bought this at a furniture shop. And it is just gorgeous.
And these open out. They're marble on the inside.
And then, yeah, this opens out and there's a marble place. What do they call this?
It's like a sideboard, in the kitchen, and you put your dishes or whatever. This had a wine rack on this side, and we don't drink, so I don't have that as a wine rack.
It's hard to see. We don't have a light on, but...
you want me to turn that?
Yeah, go ahead. We had already finished filming, and I saw it, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to stick this in there really quick so y'all can see this wonderful thing and how the detail is on the way it is. And it feels almost like leather. Instead of... It feels like it's coated with leather or something. It's really neat.
Black marble inside these little doors, I guess you'd call them.
Isn't it awesome? Okay.
At night, the fountain lights up, the little spray thing.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go outside. Look at these cats. No kitties. No kitties. No kitties. This is Mom's garden. Look at this. Isn't this cute? Look how cute. And a wonderful chandelier that she's made. Tell me, Mom, about your chandeliers.
That's the little garden solar lights that I glued on that where the candles are supposed to go. So it lights up, lights up, and I just put the flowers in the little wash tub, so they haven't grown yet, and I'm going to get some goldfish to go in it.
Oh, you can go to PetSmart there. They've got goldfish, so you can go get some.
Where is?
Right there in Simpsonville. There's Lady Elizabeth, and she's planted her little hens and chicks from her sister. Look how pretty they look in their little things. And look at this crazy fountain.
And when the sun shines, it goes continuously.
But on cloudy days, it just spurts.
Yeah, and that one just spurts on cloudy days too. But it gets really tall. See, it's some of the water has come out of it, so I've got to fill it back up.
I love this. Where did you get this that thing?
Tub.
Yeah.
It's one that Jim had for a long time.
Is it watertight?
Uh-huh. Now, when the sun shines and the wind blows, it blows the water out, and that's why it's getting low. I've got to add more. But the birds love this one.
And the kitty cats love to get the birds. Try to, anyway.
Yeah. And they'll light on the little fountain and take their little baths.
It's a wonder you haven't found hummingbirds doing it.
I know. I've been watching, but I haven't seen any.
Because they will. They'll love that. And that's one of her flower pots that has different things in there. And is this something you got from Elaine too? The indigo? Is that indigo?
Yes, that's indigo.
Yeah.
I've got to
So
pull
it's
these
doing
weeds.
really good.
It's a beautiful blue, purpley blue flower.
And South Carolina is known for the indigo that it would export years ago in the before the Civil War. Lizzie Beth, 10 years old. They're probably going on 11 now.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to tell us about. I forgot to do that. Tell us about what did this woman do to you? What did she do to you, Nathan? My daddy told me yesterday that you were running him around the yard because trying to get him to leave because you saw him trying to use the bathroom where?
In my flower bed up there. First it was down here in these, and then he went up there.
And then he went up there.
And I kept running him out, and he'd just lay down and just roll over.
He wouldn't even run.
And I got a switch after him, and he still would not.
He was playing with a switch, right?
Yeah, he played.
He thought you were just playing, and he wanted to go up here. But I told her, I said, well, he was just trying to help give you some nitrogen in this wonderful flower bed. Wonderful cedar. And you'll have to tell us what this one is.
Oh, the plants.
Yeah, what the
Lilac.
lilac and hydrangea.
Yeah, hydrangea.
Yep.
It's never bloomed.
It likes
I don't know what I'm going to do with that.
You need to move it on the
I moved
east side.
it from there. It didn't do well over there. It's doing better here growth-wise. So I'm hoping next year.
Maybe it's not getting enough morning sun.
Oh, it got plenty over there. That wasn't the problem. And I have gardenia.
Well, they like
small
the east side of houses because I remember they loved the east side over there.
Yeah, that was the east side on the corner.
But this one's wanting to be harebrained.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the hosta, and that is your gardenia. They smell so good.
So I'm hoping that these will like it here and grow lush and big, because this is a new flower garden.
You hear the little birds, isn't it nice?
Yeah, the birds love our trees.
You need to come out here. You need a chair to come out here and sit. Now look.
Now here he goes.
No, Nathan, a woman's gonna get you again.
Here he goes.
Matt, go away. No, look, he's trying to hurry and do it. Quick, go away.
Oh no. Oh no. He didn't go home from my flower bed.
Oh my gosh. That is so funny. We're going to see her vegetable garden. There's the yellow jasmine. Okay.
Now I got another bag of potting soil that I'm going to put on top of this to kill the grass, because I was pulling the grass out and something stung me.
Oh.
So I gave up on that. And this is thyme in here.
This herbs.
Herbs. But I need to cut it way back because it's not doing well.
And what are these? Blueberries.
Blueberries.
That's right. Blueberries.
And grape.
Vine. And Mom makes a wonderful jelly or preserves in her one.
One of the cats has been here.
Uh-oh, Nathan.
But look at all of these tomatoes. And they're staying green.
Fried green tomatoes.
Yeah, I need to do that.
Oh, they're going to be big then. If they're staying green, these are going to be those big ones.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. Look. Look. And you're going to have to protect this from the deer.
Yeah, once, well...
Didn't you have another one?
It died. I think Jimmy over-fertilized it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And it died.
Burn it, yeah.
Yeah, it burned it.
You need to make a whole bunch of rows and make your jelly and sell it on Etsy.
Yeah.
People would love to have your grape. Is it preserves or jelly?
Jelly.
Jelly.
And I can make preserves too. But I'm hoping that this will have some fruit next year.
What would it be
we'll
if you
see.
did the grape and the blueberry together? Would that be a good jelly or what? Because blueberries aren't real sweet.
It would be good.
And then you have your fig tree up here.
Mm-hmm. And a mimosa tree.
And a mimosa tree right there. Yes, Nathan.
You bad cat.
You
Naughty cat.
You stay away from Nini's
I love
MUMSY's
you anyway.
flower gardens. He said, I'm trying to help you. I'm giving you some. Uh-oh.
You see some more sand.
No, he's looking at the birds.
Yeah.
Look, he wants these bluebirds.
He's the one that tore that down whenever it was a shorter pole.
Nathan, you can't. No.
They stay all year round, but I mean, into the winter.
Oh.
But they don't.
This is Mom's snowball bush that she got from
Mama.
her mama. That y'all grew up with it, didn't you?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Up there, and is this a cutting of it? Look
Yeah.
how nice it's doing.
Well, and I trimmed it way down here. Now I've got to trim it again.
And
It blooms like this in the spring, but they get really big.
I don't know. This may be a bouncy, flouncy, vibratey, sickening video. Everybody's gonna be sick. I don't have one of those, to make it go, better. You got a mimosa, Mom. You need to get it and put it in the yard somewhere.
Yeah.
These just come up. These trees are just native to here, and
The hummingbirds and butterflies and bees love those trees. And they smell so good.
you better get out of that garden. Mumsy will come after you. He's like, oh, they're taking my picture.
It's been too hot to even come out and pull the weeds
Look.
out of my garden.
I was trying to get a good picture of you. Let me get a good picture of you. No.
This is the first cool day we've had in, what, months? A couple of months?
Oh yeah, it's gotten really, really hot.
Yeah.
Okay. With that being said, we are off. And thank you for letting us see your house, Mom.
You're welcome.
And your gardens.
You're welcome.
Bye.